Hey everybody, it's me, Alex Garcia, aka the COG, bringing you, as always, the best day of the week, New Comic Book Day. Guys, great new week of comics. Can't wait to talk to you about it. Check it out. We're gonna have some fun this week. Let's start off in Marvel, where we got Amazing Spider-Man number 11, number 975 as far as the legacy number goes. And guys, this issue was a lot of fun. We got Joe Kelly, John Romita Jr., and Pepe Larraz, as well as a whole slew of guest backup stories in this. Some mega-sized issue, little overpriced, but you do get a lot of content. It's a decent-sized issue, and to me, this issue was very fulfilling. I thought the story was gonna go one way, and it has completely gone another. I don't really want to spoil anything, but just know that, like in the title of this video says, we got some Clone Saga hijinks going on, which is kind of nostalgic, but it's also refreshing. The Pepe Larraz part of the story is amazing, to say the least, right? I don't want to spoil anything. Don't miss this issue. A lot of fun things happen, and the story is looking like it's going to go in a direction I was totally not expecting. Joe, you really got me here. This was a lot of fun. Guys, check out this issue. Don't miss out. This new costume is beautiful, and check out what it does. Don't miss this issue. Amazing Spider-Man, guys. Joe's been killing it, and company. Let's jump over to Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, number 12, by Jed McKay and I always forget this gentleman's first name, Domenico Carboni. Guys, in this issue, somebody calls on a favor, right? Way back when Moon Knight was dead, the Wrecker helped get him undead. So now the Wrecker needs a favor because he's literally got some ghosts haunting him and he can't figure out what to do with them. So Moon Knight is called upon because he's like, hey, you know about this dead stuff? I need your help. I helped you. Let's get this done. A character from the show who has made a couple minor appearances in the comics now shows up in this issue. A lot of fun. Can't wait to see where it goes. Jed, you keep killing it with Moon Knight. The art, gorgeous. Check it out. Don't miss it. I keep telling you guys, this is the Jed book to be reading. And let's jump over to X-Men. We got Uncanny X-Men number 20 by Gail Simone and Luciani Vecchio. Right, David Marquez is not on this issue. This was a nice lull issue, kind of setting up the next things to come, but it also gives us a Ransom highlight, right? Because a lot of the other outliers have had their time to shine, and now we get more of the background of Ransom. Wolverine hears the story of his background, and he's like, I'm gonna help you out, kid, but I'm gonna go take care of some stuff. And Ransom's like, it's my backstory, buddy, so I gotta come with you. Wolverine and Ransom heading down to Argentina, getting into hijinks. So this was a fun issue. It was a more relaxed issue, but at the same time still digging into these new characters. Not as explosive as that last issue of X-Men. So again, the whole Uncanny X-Men tilt the world, going back and forth, right? Seeing which one is the flavor of the week. And then we got that Age of Revelation thing coming up soon. So stand by. A lot of interesting things going on the pages of X-Men. Don't miss out. And let's jump over to the Ultimate World, where we have Ultimate X-Men number 19 by Peach Momoko. All 19 issues. Everything by Peach Momoko. Again, applause for that. No one else in the industry is doing that right now. Really. I really can't think of anybody who's doing that. And in this issue, this was an action-packed issue. We get the return of Surge, but then we also got the Maester also taking things into his own hands. And finally, the Shadow King does something he's probably realized he needed to do a while ago. This was a fun issue. And again, can't wait to see where it's going to land in the whole greater scheme of the Ultimate Universe. And guys, don't miss out on our coverage of the Ultimate Universe that we got going on right now. Check out our Facebook and our YouTube. Don't miss it. Let's jump over to DC, where we have the conclusion of the Resurrection Man story by Ram V and Arnand RK. Guys, this story reminds me a lot of The Many Deaths of Layla Starr, which was also done by Ram V. Ram V has this thing where he just loves to kind of confront death head on and just loves to just bring to light all the ideas from his own culture and kind of just make us all go on this ride where, hey, death is not a period, you know, it's just a comma. Where does it go from there? And in this conclusion to Resurrection Man, you learn how essential Resurrection Man is to the universe and what he must do. Like I told you in the last issue, we had an appearance by a certain Phantom Stranger. He makes himself more, explains why his presence is so essential in the story. And guys, this is definitely a story I'm going to want to revisit because it's just such a psychedelic head trip. Ram did a great job with this book. And guys, I really want other people to pay attention to Resurrection Man because I really like Resurrection Man. I would love to see him show up and not in just a out of continuity story. So check it out, guys. And let's talk about that Absolute Universe, right? We got Absolute Superman by number 11 by Jason Aaron and Carmine Di Giandomenico. It's a heck of a name, guys. In this issue, they're trying to like Weapon X our boy Kal-El in this, right? We got Brainiac just going into his mind and just trying to influence him into doing heinous things. So they're trying to get control of him. But it's Superman, right? In the essence of Superman, this is not someone you can corrupt. And the way it pans out, this duo of Brainiac and Ra's al Ghul is so demented and haunting, but they can't get at Kal. And it's a great ending. A lot of fun seeing what was going on with Lois Lane, unfortunately. You'll see what I'm talking about. But I can't wait to see what happens next issue because Kal is not happy. Don't miss it. And let's jump over to ID, right? I think they're just going by ID now. They're like a conglomerate of a publisher now. But we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Jason Aaron and Juan Ferreira. The Turtles have been set up. They've been arrested. And now they're on trial. But the citizens of New York know the Turtles. They know the Turtles are good. So they're like, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to set up here? We see through this. These Turtles are good. They did not do this heinous act. They should not be on trial. Everything goes crazy. We got Casey Jones showing up, because I told you he showed up in a recent issue. And Karai makes her face known and does something to just say, you know what? If I can't get the Turtles arrested and put in jail or prison, I got something else coming at them. Great issue. Can't wait to see what happens next. Let's jump over to Dynamite. This was a big week for Dynamite. We got Captain Planet and the Planeteers, number 4 by David Papose and Aman Casalos. And guys, remember, this is not the Planeteers that we grew up with. This is not the Captain Planet we grew up with, but it's a retelling or rehashing of the story. And in this, we see that how, like, these are not the Planeteers we grew up with. These Planeteers do not trust each other. They're older, and because of that, they're, you know, the world has tainted them. And here we see Wheeler giving into, and understandably, like, he expresses himself in a way that makes you empathize, at least for me, with what he's trying to do and why it is that he is helping Plunder. Because again, in this world, they don't know the true self of Plunder. But now, Plunder has made his scheme aware, and the next issue is going to be in-your-face action. David Pose continuing to just make our childhoods rock and bringing so much more depth to Captain Planet. Loving it, guys. Don't miss it. Great stuff. Tears will probably flow for this issue. Thundercats Lost by Ed Brisson and why can't I remember his first name? And Rafa Lobosco. In this issue, guys, you see that we find out that Captain Shiner, as much as he wants to get these Thundercats, and as much as he seems in control of everything, he's not. And then the Thundercats are on a quest now to find where it is that Bengali wound up, because they know he's alive at this point. They figured out that he's got to be alive, but where is he? They're trying to track him down, and on their travels, we get to see some more Thundercats characters. We get the Berserkers, and if you know Thundercats, the Berserkers are a lot of fun. And seeing how the issues that they're gonna deal with them now, fun stuff. Ed Brisson showing how much he loves his characters, and it's just so much fun. Again, seeing how all this is going to come around. It all matters. It's all tangled together. I really can't wait to see how these two teams of Thundercats eventually collide. Don't miss it. And last but not least, we got Silverhawks. Silverhawks, number 7 by Ed Brisson and George Cambandias. And this issue, this unnamed character, right, as far as I know, he's not even given anything. They're kind of just calling him the Stranger, but he knows a lot about what's going on. The Silverhawks are trying to figure out if they should trust him. And in this issue, you always trust, but you verify. And they go ahead and do that to try to figure out what it is exactly that this Stranger wants to do with Monstar. And they basically have a collision of morals. But in the end, the Stranger shows, hey, look, I'm willing to flex on the morals because I have a plan. And that plan sounds really, really good, but it also sounds like it's going to be a problem. Because just the details of how he's going to solve this issue with Monstar sounds like it's going to cause something worse to happen, unfortunately. Good intentions, but that's sometimes what happens when you're chasing down the bad guys, right? So don't miss this issue. Silverhawks continues to be one of those comics that, again, just like with Captain Planet and with Thundercats, Ed Brisson, he knows how to bring out the depth in these tales and just add so much more to these nostalgia vibes. If you want more depth out of your childhood, don't miss these Dynamite issues, guys. And that's what I picked up this week, guys. It was a great week. A lot of fun, lots of action-packed issues, lots of beautiful art. Let us know in the comments what you picked up. Let us know what I missed out on. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Check out our Facebook, check out our Instagram, check out our X. Don't miss out. Make sure you're hitting up our page, www.comicbookclique.com. We got lots of news coming out of there. The Don is always writing up articles. So don't miss out on any of that stuff, guys. And as always, please keep print alive and read more comics. Thank you, guys. Till next time.